So good afternoon students, this is the video lecture of topic 3.5.2, that is spillway gates. So today in this topic we will see different types of spillway gates. Then vision of the institute: excellence in technical education to empower youth. Then mission: impart quality technical education to prepare students with excellent technical skills. Then develop competent and employable diploma engineers and responsible citizens. Then strengthen industry institute interaction. Then vision of the department: to impart excellent civil engineering skills to develop employable civil diploma engineers. Then imparting the modern technical skill as per the requirement of the industry to improve employability. Then to develop social and environmental responsible civil engineers. Then effective implementation of teaching learning process to benefit students. Then course outcome is to maintain irrigation structure. So in course outcome we will see how to maintain the irrigation structures. Then unit outcome: suggest the relevant types of gates for the given type of dam with justification. Then program outcomes mapped here are basic and discipline knowledge, then design and development of solution, engineering tools, experimentation and test, then engineering practices for society, sustainability and environment, then project management, and then lifelong learning. Then what are spillway gates? So spillway gates may be uncontrolled or controlled types. So uncontrolled spillway do not require any gate. Then controlled spillway may provided with gates. So controlled spillways are considered superior as better control on the reservoir level can be exercised with the gates. So controlled spillway are always superior because they are provided with gates and proper control of flood or whatever excess water is done with the gates. Then during low flows, additional storage can be done in the reservoir with the help of gates. However, during high floods, gates are fully lifted or open so that the full discharging capacity of the spillway may be used to dispose of flood water. So gates will give better control over the reservoir. Then in earthen dams, spillways are not provided with gates as slackness on the part of lifting the gates may cause overtopping and may lead to its failure. सो गेट्स जो है वो हमेशा ग्रेविटी डैम या कंक्रीट डैम्स में ही प्रोवाइड होते हैं, क्योंकि अर्दन डैम में क्या होगा, लिफ्टिंग के समय पे एक ऐसा प्रेशर क्रिएट होगा जिससे डैम फेल हो सकता है, और गेट हेवी होने की वजह से भी वो भी लोड डैम पे आ सकता है क्योंकि वो टोटली अर्दन डैम होता है. देन स्पिलवे क्रेस्ट गेट्स. स्पिलवे क्रेस्ट गेट्स क्या होते हैं? गेट्स आर प्रोवाइडेड ऑन टॉप ऑफ क्रेस्ट ऑफ स्पिलवे, इसलिए उनको स्पिलवे क्रेस्ट गेट्स बोला जाता है. दे आर फिटेड इन स्टील फ्रेम फिक्स्ड इन पायर्स. द गेट्स में बी ऑटोमेटिक और नॉन ऑटोमेटिक. लाइनिंग ऑफ रबर आर प्रोवाइडेड to prevent leakages. Then careful maintenance of gates is of prime importance for their proper functioning. Then advantages and disadvantages of crest gates. Advantages: saving in height of dam and land acquisition, more useful storage for same dam height, then reduction in the length of spillway and saving in cost. Disadvantages: gate installation involves additional cost, recurring expenditure in maintenance and operation of gates. Then classification of spillway gates: non-automatic gates, that is vertical lift gate, free roller, fixed roller, then tenter gates. Then automatic gates, Reynolds gates and Vishwesvaraya gates. So first one is vertical lift gate. These are the gates that move within a vertical groove fixed between two piers. So vertical lift gates are fixed within two piers. The vertical lift gates used for controlling flow over the crest of a hydraulic structure are usually equipped with the wheels. So they are equipped with the wheels. Then this type of gate is commonly used for barrages, but nowadays rarely used. Instead, the radial gates are used for dams. Then this is mostly due to the fact that barrage spillways, the downstream tailwater is usually quite high during floods that may submerge the trunnion of radial gates. Then vertical sliding gates. The gate slides in the groove. Heavy frictional resistance is encountered for lifting the gate against water pressure. So they slide. So these sliding gates are used because heavy frictional resistance is encountered for lifting. Then fixed wheel rolling gates. In this type, the wheels are mounted on the gates along each end and travel on vertical tracks on the grooves. The fixed wheel reduce the friction, so they travel along the wheels. Then free roller or stony gates. In this type, the rollers are fixed one below the other in U-shaped roller cradle. Friction is reduced by this arrangement. Then radial gates or tenter gates. They are hinged gates with the leaf in the form of a circular arc with the center of the curvature of hinge. So these are the sketch. This is the sketch of radial gates. The hoisting mechanism shown in this is that using a cable that is winched up by motor placed on a bridge situated above the piers. The gates can be lifted by means of ropes. So here rope is attached and chains acting simultaneously at both ends on which the help of the power driving mechanism. So these gates are operated by power driving mechanism. Rope and cables are operated with the help of ropes and cables attached to it, and this type of radial gates are there. So they are supported on this crest, so they will control the flow of water here. Then they are commonly used gates, so they can stop the water very well. That is why they are commonly used and very easy to operate. Then less effort is required for lifting because they are power driven gates or operated by driven machines, and less effort is required for lifting, so they are commonly used. Then radial gates or tenter gates. Salient features. The gate in cross section is seen as a sector of a circle. The radial gate has a curved water supporting face made of steel. It is properly traced by a steel framework which is provided in horizontal shaft. The gate can rotate about fixed horizontal axis. Hoisting cables are attached to the gate and lead to winches on hoisting platform. The gate is pulled up by using cables and water is released through the gate. Then automatic gates. Automatic gates open and closes automatically by responding to changes in water levels on side of dams and barrages. There is no need of electrical supply to regulate the gates. The gates automatically maintain the reservoir level. So first is Reynolds gate and Echevarria gate. So these are the two types of automatic gates. First is Reynolds gate. Reynolds gate is fixed and roller automatic gate. It is designed by Mr. E.K. Reynolds, Superintending Engineer of Bombay Public Work Department. Gate of size 3 meter by 4 meter is installed at Bhatgarh Dam near Pune. So this type of gate is installed at Bhatgarh Dam. Each gate is connected to the counterweight by chains passing over the pulleys. They are connected by a counterweight by chains passing over the pulleys. The counterweight is placed in a deep well constructed under the pier and the back of the gate. So these counterweights are placed in a deep well. So well is connected to upstream level water by inlet pipe where water rises to full reservoir level. The counterweight will move up. The gate sinks below the crest, allowing flood water to pass over the spillway. So it acts automatically. When water reaches to full reservoir level, these counterweights will move up and the gates will sink below the crest. So gates will sink below the crest and allow the flood water to pass over the spillway. After the flood water in the well is drained out and the gate will move up and the rest on the crest, thus closing the span. So when the well of that counterweight in which counterweight is inserted, if that well is drained out, means if it is empty, then counterweight will go down, gate will lift up, and thus the procedure will get closed. So this is automatically operated. Then next is Reynolds gate. So this is the Reynolds gate. So here this is showing counterweight which is inserted in a well. So its operation is that explained already. Then these are the Reynolds gate again showing. Then Visvesvaraya gate. It is also fixed roller gate designed by eminent engineer Dr. M. Visvesvaraya in 1906. Such 88 gates are installed in Khadakwasla Dam. It is in Pune. There are 11 set, each having 8 gates, 4 heavy, 4 light, and 2 heavy, 2 light on each side of the counterweight well. They are connected to each other by system of pulleys and chains. Then water enters into the well when water level rises up above full reservoir level, which reduces the weight of the counterweight, and heavy gate slides down. Heavy gate slides downwards. The light gates which are connected to heavy gates also slide downwards. The light gate connected to heavy gates get pulled up, creating the opening to pass the flood. When water in the reservoir goes below full reservoir level, no water enters the well, and thus the water in the well is drained out. Counterweight sinks now, pulling 4 heavy gates up in a closed position again. Light gates connected to heavy gates will also come down and close the openings. So these are the Visvesvaraya gates. Then energy dissipators. What are energy dissipators? They are the device designed to protect downstream areas from erosion by reducing the velocity of flow to acceptable limits. So function of energy dissipator, it helps in reducing kinetic energy of flow. Location of energy dissipator, it is located near the toe. Then if energy dissipator is not provided, it can cause heavy scoring of channel bed, causing failure of spillway. So energy dissipators are must and should be provided on the downstream side to protect the downstream side or protect the dam or spillway from erosion. So these are the various methods of providing energy dissipators. So here also energy dissipators, which will reduce the kinetic energy. Numerical on length of spillway. So we'll see the numerical on length of spillway. Find the length of spillway for a reservoir for maximum flood discharge of 2000 meter cube per second with a head of 2.5 meter. Then formula is Q is equal to C into LE into HE raised to 3.2. So discharge given is here 2000 meter cube per second. C is 2.1 into length is to be find out into height is 2.5 meter, 2.5 raised to 3/2. So L is 241 meter. Then second is define the same length of spillway of a dam where maximum flood discharge is 2600 meter cube per second with head 3. Use Francis formula and C is equal to 1.80. So Q is equal to C into LE into HE raised to 3/2. 2600 into 1.80, C is given. L is to be found out by using this formula. So L is 278.0 meter. Summary. Definition of spillway gates we have seen today. Then types of gates. What are the energy dissipators? Then assignment questions. Describe the vertical lift gates. Name 2 automatic gates and describe any one out of it. Draw a neat level sketch of radial gate. State its suitability. So this was all about today's lecture. Thank you.